Majeed Memon of the NCP joins us on the phone line. Sir, your first reaction to the Supreme Court verdict?
Well, I would not look at it from political angle. If you want me to say as a lawyer as to the
yes, sir,
impact of
please.
this
What does it mean? Yes, please.
See, when there are number of complaints lodged for one offence, and Supreme Court can always come to the rescue of the citizen to ensure that the citizen is not made to run from state to state if there are multiple FIRs taken cognizance of for the same alleged act or alleged offence. Now, to that extent, Supreme Court has granted relief to her. But as far as the merits of the accusations are concerned, Delhi High Court, when approached, will be examining and then taking the proper steps against the offence, and the gravity of the offence will be examined by the Delhi High Court at a later stage.
So, sir, there was also an attempt by the West Bengal representative lawyer in the court to get West Bengal police to be a part of this probe. Now the court has said that every FIR will go to Delhi. Where do you see this going from here? Is there still going to be a tussle over which police is going to probe which case or not?
No, of course, when the Honorable Supreme Court believes that since the alleged offence is one, and that offence has to be investigated and tried only once, because the constitutional assurance to every citizen is that no person can be prosecuted and punished for the same offence more than once. On that basis, Supreme Court has held that Delhi would be an appropriate jurisdiction which would investigate the crime and later proceed with the merits of the case. So I don't find anything unusual in this order passed by the Honorable Supreme Court.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Memon, for joining us with your legal insights on that. I'm also now joined by legal editor Harish Nair, who had been tracking the proceedings of the court. Harish, according to you, what are the highlights and implications of this verdict? Neelashish, if you could take that question, please.
Well, yes, absolutely. The fact that the Supreme Court has, as Mr. Memon was also saying, applied the rule that when a person for one particular offence or one cause of action faces several different FIRs in different places, of course, it becomes incumbent to ensure that they aren't prosecuted for the same offence or the same cause of action in various capacities. So in that light, of course, the Supreme Court has clubbed the entire matter in one aspect and has said that only the Delhi police will investigate this matter now. So this is what Nupur Sharma had also sought. She had sought the clubbing of FIRs, saying that in about 8 different states there are FIRs against me. Given the fact that I have security threats, that I'm receiving life threats, and there are other security issues, I cannot go.
Okay, Neelashish, just stay on with me. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we have on the broadcast with us Ratan Sharda. Sir, your first comments?
Definitely, I welcome the decision of the Supreme Court. I only feel that if Supreme Court had not taken a different ground when earlier this petition came up, that it would have saved a lot of problems that occurred later on in the society, and also the way they were commented upon. But well, better be late than never. So I welcome the decision.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for joining us. We are also now joined by Rahul Shivshankar. Over to you, Rahul. What do you make of this verdict? Right, we'll try and get Rahul Shivshankar on the line on this very, very significant development coming in from the Supreme Court as well. We now have Harish Nair, who was tracking the proceedings inside the court, on the line with us. Harish, what, according to you, are the biggest takeaways from this ruling?
Yes, Priya, as you rightly said, huge relief for Nupur Sharma, who was facing the flag for her comments against Prophet. The Supreme Court has just now, in a very significant order, allowed a plea for clubbing all the FIRs. That is, there are 9 FIRs against her, including in Delhi, where the first FIR was lodged. There were FIRs in Telangana, West Bengal, Jammu Kashmir, Karnataka, Assam, and 2 more states. She told her lawyer, Maninder Singh, senior advocate, submitted before the court that since she faced a threat to her lives and several other threats, she is not in a position to move around to each high court and get the FIRs quashed. So Supreme Court bench of Justice Suryakant and Justice P.B. Pardiwala found merit in those arguments and said that all the FIRs will be clubbed and the investigation will be transferred to the Delhi police. That is the number 1 biggest takeaway. Number 2, till further orders, she will be protected from arrest. And this is the biggest takeaway. Number 2, this is the second point. And also, the Supreme Court rejected the argument put forward by the lawyer for West Bengal, senior advocate Maneka Guruswamy, who said that no relief should be given to Nupur Sharma given the kind of grave statements she had issued, and also West Bengal was the state which was most affected, so no relief should be given and she should be allowed to be arrested. But Supreme Court was of the view that as of now it found merit in the argument of Nupur Sharma, who's
Harish, I'll have
whose
to
lawyer.
ask you to stay on because we are now joined by former Attorney General Vikas Singh on the phone line. Sir, what are according to you, the most important implications of this verdict?
So this is a case where, without going into the merits of the matter, this is some kind of a routine order which Supreme Court has been passing in every matter, where there are multiple FIRs on the basis of the same incident. Supreme Court has taken a call in several decisions. All these FIRs should be tried together, and there can't be more than 1 FIR in respect of the same offence, and all FIRs will automatically go to one place. Here they may have chosen Delhi because Delhi either may have had the first FIR or for some convenience. I don't know what is the reason for that. But this actually should have happened on the first day itself. And to relegate the party to take appropriate remedy in accordance with law was really meaningless because this kind of relief cannot be granted by a high court also. So these are multiple state FIRs. So this had to be given by the Supreme Court only. So that is why the Supreme Court, of course, realized its mistake, which is a very great thing for Supreme Court to do, and corrected the wrong which it had done on the first day. And to the extent of clubbing the FIR, without, of course, commenting on the merits of the FIR or without, commenting on what should happen with regard to the final trial, because that's something which will be decided in the trial itself. But to club the FIR is, I think, which is a right of every litigant in this country. And you must realize that we are a country of rule of law. So the rule of law is equal for everybody. So there can't be any discrimination. You can't say that because this offence is graver, so this will not apply. This is a procedural aspect, and it is regardless of the graveness of the offence or regardless of the magnitude of the offence, this kind of relief has to be granted. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, sir, for your remarks on that. We also have Ratan Sharda. Ratan Sharda, Vikas Singh there was saying that the law is same for one and all, but when it comes to standing up for somebody's rights, it doesn't look like it is the same when it comes to the opposition. They take selective stands in different cases. Even today, arguing for West Bengal, the lawyer said that Nupur Sharma is forum shopping while indulging in such petitions.
Well, first of all, I would say it's a welcome correction of the earlier highly biased and highly influenced by the atmosphere decision taken by the Supreme Court earlier on. It was patently incorrect in terms of what earlier decisions have gone in various courts about clubbing the FIRs. And even the language, though not part of the judgment, was something that inflamed the passions further. And those terms were used, those sentences are used by various people, detractors, to create more havoc in the society. So by Supreme Court today, by turning around its own decision, has done itself a good favor, I would say, though I don't know the language I should use, but it is also good for the society. It is good for the people that they have stuck to their own stand, which they had taken in various other cases. And Supreme Court has done a good job, I think, and we thank them for this particular decision. But it has come very late, and it has made the petitioner run around for the reasons for which he was not responsible, because this decision could have come in the first place itself and saved the society so much of disturbance and also trouble to her.
Right, and there was also a specific plea that was made in the court that West Bengal police should be allowed to probe into the matter, but now it is under the jurisdiction of the Delhi police. And while making that argument, Maneka Guruswamy said that the maximum impact of Nupur's comments has been in West Bengal. Why do you think that argument was made?
See, there is an inherent bias these days in the opposition. Every opposition party is trying to show itself more anti-Hindu and more pro-Muslim to get the certification of secularism from the people who don't believe in secularism. So that may be the only reason why Bengal government took this call. Bengal government has seen worse comments, worse kind of violence in Bengal without any Nupur comment, without any cases, much before Gyanvapi issue happened. So they have a record which is blotched up by their own police, by their own government, with violence, with biased and one-sided violence which are seen in Bengal. So they are the last people who should be talking about these things. They have given good support to people who have spoken the worst kind of language in so on public platform. And if those people have gone scot-free for something that happened in a debate, should definitely have definitely not been the way it has been picked up and havoc has been created.
Right, and the court, and in giving this verdict, has also taken note of the fact that there is threat to Nupur's life. She has also been given respite from arrest in the future. But Mr. Sharda, would you say that when somebody says that going to Supreme Court seeking justice as a matter of constitutional right, which is enshrined in the Constitution, is forum shopping, that shows an inherent bias?
As far as I know, for the cases which have been spread all over India, the only forum was Supreme Court. All other people who have gone for consolidation of cases have all gone to Supreme Court, because you cannot go to High Court, which has got jurisdiction in a particular state.
Mr. Sharda, do stay on with us, because I have to take a reaction from Rashid Alvi, who's on the phone line. Sir, when Nupur Sharma goes to court seeking respite, something that she's entitled to as a citizen of India, West Bengal government's lawyer says she's forum shopping. What do you have to say?
No, whatever arguments that lawyer has given is a different thing, but Supreme Court has already said whatever is happening in the country, it is only because of her statement. No legal action has been taken against her so far. You know, this country is known for communal harmony. Everybody should have respect for not only his or her own religion, but even the religion of others. How can you play with the sentiments of the people? How can you hurt anybody? And if you are giving such statements against Devi, Devta and Prophet, it shows your character. You should have respect for every religion.
While you make these statements, many have said that you've been rather selective when you have decided to come out and attack Nupur Sharma. When it comes to Zubair, you, however, protected him, said it's all freedom of speech.
I'm not talking in terms of Hindus and Muslims. If any Muslim...
I'm not talking about Hindus and Muslims. I'm just quoting examples. When freedom of speech is a right, for others, they are hurting others' sentiments.
Freedom of speech is also limited. Whether you can accuse even the parents of anybody,
okay,
then you should be ready to bear the consequences.
Bear the consequences.
Listen to me first. Otherwise, I will not make any comment. Then you speak, whether you are Hindu and Muslim or belongs to any religion, you should have respect for all religions. If you have given any statement against the Devi Devta, you should be punished. But at the same time, if you are hurting the sentiments of a particular community, legal action should be taken against you. You do not know the situation of the country, what's happening. It has never happened. It is first time when we are facing such situations in our country.
At the time of Zubair, you had said that freedom is paramount. His right to speech is paramount. That is the stand that you, your party had taken. We are asking you a simple question. Today, you seem to be singing a different chant. You are saying that it is forum shopping by Nupur Sharma. How is that?
You are no, I am not saying.
That's a legal right of hers.
I am not talking about Nupur Sharma or anybody else.
We are. We are discussing Nupur Sharma.
What I am saying, it is all right. If you are talking Nupur Sharma, she has done a wrong thing. Definitely.
The courts will decide on that. There are FIRs. The court will decide. And as per Indian law, she will decide. You or I cannot be sitting in judgment.
Do you not know what happened after his statement in the country? Do you not know what Supreme Court has said? That whatever is happening in this country is because of her statement? Have you gone through this? And you say court will decide? Definitely court will decide. But legal action should be taken against her. Why she has not been arrested so far? She must be arrested. Then legal action should be taken against her.
The Supreme Court has said that. The Supreme Court has given her immunity from arrest.
Unfortunately, you people are not fit to become anchor. Because you are standing inside of Bharatiya Janata Party.
Sir, I had asked you a simple question. That already you have people like Maneka Guruswamy who've come out and accused Nupur Sharma of forum shopping. You don't want to answer on that. I asked you, why would you say that? Would you back that? Or come out and say it wasn't the case?
May I ask you one question? May I ask you one question?
Sir, that's actually my job, but...
No, it is all right. Your job. You are asking so many questions and at the same time you are giving answers also. But
I'm
may I ask you one question?
I will repeat my question to you. That Maneka Guruswamy says that Nupur Sharma has been forum shopping. Will you accept it? Or if you don't, then say that you condemn it. That's not right to say that. Simple.
What I am saying that whatever statement she has given, I strongly condemn it. Whether you condemn it or not, you tell me. Whether you justify her statement, you tell me. As a citizen of this country, do you justify it?
No, we don't. Absolutely.
It is all right.
Yeah.
Then it is all right.
But the rights lobby has been defending Zubair, and that was the first question that I had asked you.
Then you ask this.
But when it comes to Nupur Sharma, you are saying that the life should also be risked. Whatever actions, the courts will decide.
Again and again I am saying. Again I am saying whether it is Zubair or anybody else. If anybody has given such statements, whoever he is,
should be punished.
Should be taken against them. Yeah, should be punished.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rashid Alvi, for joining us. Let me go across to Alok Kumar also, who's joining us. Mr. Alok Kumar, I believe we've lost that line. So let me go across to Harish. Harish, it's important for you to sum up what exactly were the observations that the Supreme Court had made regarding Nupur Sharma's plea and the rationale behind clubbing all these FIRs across 7 states.
Yes, that's right, Meghna. One of the biggest observations.
Bengal government vehemently argued against any relief to Nupur Sharma, saying that
We'll just come back to you, Harish. Let me go across to Ratan Sharda. Ratan Sharda, you heard what Rashid Alvi was saying. There are several others who are now coming out and saying that this is nothing short of forum shopping. Do you think similar arguments were made at the time of Zubair? At that time, do you think there are different yardsticks which are put for different citizens? We are not going to sit on judgment who's right, who's wrong. We are just talking about the hypocrisy.
Rashid Alvi has made the most disgraceful comment that could be made. He has actually been contemptuous of the people whose sentiment were heard earlier on. Nupur Sharma didn't happen in the vacuum. Nupur Sharma happened because before that, for 2 weeks continuously, Hindus being badgered, insulted, abused. Even in the debate, particular debate we are talking about, there was high provocation, as we know who has seen the debate. So in such a case, if Rashid Alvi puts all the blame on Nupur Sharma, is going back to square and showing his dirty mind, which can't think beyond appeasement, which cannot think beyond biased views, one-eyed views, and I strongly object his language. And as far as forum shopping, etc. is concerned, every citizen has the same right. What right Muhammad Zubair had, and Muhammad Zubair did something deliberately while Nupur Sharma was heat of the debate. All that is known to everybody. When Rashid Alvi comes today to use the same language and same kind of claims and abuses, I think he doesn't deserve to be where he is today, being spokesperson of Congress. Congress has shown his very highly biased, anti-Hindu mindset, and I think people will see through it.
Well, in fact, let me go across to Harish. If I can get through to you, Harish. Harish, important for us to revisit what the Supreme Court has said. This is the highest court of our lands. What were the observations and its rationale?
Yes, in fact, Meghna, so I was saying when Menaka Guruswamy, the senior advocate who had appeared for the West Bengal government, vehemently opposed any kind of relief to Nupur Sharma, and she also went on to say that there should be a court-appointed SIT to look into all these FIRs. But Justice Suryakant very clearly said that at this juncture, it is unjustified and undesirable to monitor what the police is doing, and police should be given a very free hand. And so the Supreme Court rejected Menaka Guruswamy, that is the West Bengal government's plea for an SIT probe into the comments made by Nupur Sharma. And second biggest observation was that the Supreme Court bench of Justice Suryakant and Pardiwala found merit in the argument that Nupur Sharma in fact faced threats to her life, and there existed a situation where she cannot go to 9 high courts in various states and get the FIRs quashed. So the Supreme Court found a merit in an argument and also accepted her lawyer's argument, citing Supreme Court precedents in Satinder Bhasin and T.T. Anthony case, in which Supreme Court has said that a person cannot be subjected to multiple FIRs in various states on the same cause of action for the same incident, and this FIR has been clubbed at the place where the first FIR was lodged.
Right.
That is why
Nupur's
case,
so
all
when
the
you have the
FIRs
West Bengal Government Council coming out and saying that Nupur Sharma is forum shopping, the Supreme Court rejected that argument, saying that there are already precedents. You cannot force a person to go from one high court to the other, as many as 9 high courts in this case, to fight the cases which are linked to one incident. Thank you so much for joining us with all the details. A short break and we return with our panelists after that. This remains our top focus.